Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Philly G, and I am part of the gig economy. The gig economy, which is another word for slavery, which is another way of saying that there's companies that are just using people and paying them very little money to run around like squirrels and make deliveries and stuff like that. But if you think about it, you know, how much is someone going to pay for a delivery and stuff anyways? It's like, you can't make that much. So what ends up happening is you got to get multiple apps, and you got to be with Deliver That and Delivered and Foodja and all these kinds of things. And hopefully stack up your phone with a bunch of deliveries, and then you're going to run around just making deliveries, and you're going to make like 20, 30 bucks. That's going to be really hard. You're going to have to really freaking hustle if you want to make like a living and support your family and stuff like that. It's going to be really hard, especially if you have if you're a married couple and you got like a kid or two. I mean, forget it. I don't know how you're going to do it. You're going to have to do it with government assistance. That's how you're going to do it, because they just don't pay enough, and you're going to be running around. You got your car, you got car insurance, you got gas. Dude, you better have a good car that does not eat up a lot of gas, and you better hope those deliveries are close by to where you are. So if you have to drive all the way over there just to pick up, and then you got to drive over there to deliver, and you're only making like 20 bucks or something like that, it's like you got to think about your time, your gas, your insurance, so all these things have to come into consideration. And then you do your best, and you run around, and hopefully you don't get in an accident or something like that. I mean, not even like your fault kind of accident. Like, what if someone just bumps you? I had a nice girl, actually. She bumped into me on the freeway, and now her insurance company is taking responsibility, but got to take my car into the shop, and they're going to fix the bumper and the whole rental car and this and that. And it's like, oi. So the more you're on the road, the more chance you have of getting in a car accident. Maybe you're getting a ticket. Don't get a ticket. I mean, do you know how many deliveries it's going to take to pay off your ticket? Or what if you get a parking ticket? If you get a parking ticket, okay, are you with me right now? Let's say they're like $60, $65 sometimes, depending on what parking ticket you got. I mean, just like a loading zone is like $50 to $60. Dude, that's like 2 deliveries worth. You know what I mean? Your insurance and all that kind of stuff. It's really tough. So now let's say you're an Uber driver. Okay, just running around like a squirrel. You got to go pick up people. I mean, there's risks involved too. If you're like a guy and, you're not all that worried about your safety, although you should be, there are still risks involved. So really, you need to put all these thoughts into your head and do a business calculation and say, is this really worth it? You'll see a lot of times, people will be making deliveries in their Tesla, or they're driving like Ubers in their nice car. And you're like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, you got a payment. So you're running around, you're not making all that much money, just to pay your car. What about all your other expenses? How about your little honey bunny at home? She wants to get groceries and stuff or whatever. And you're like, you're just really driving around and working really hard for those coins, not dollars. I mean, those are coins. It's pretty tough. I will say this. I actually like it. I like getting out there and driving around and meeting people. Although this morning I went to a place, I'm working for Deliver That. Actually, I'm not. I'm working for Delivered. But you get multiple apps, like I said. And you go and you do these pickups, you make deliveries. So I pick up at La Pan, and now I'm going downtown to do a drop-off. All right. Well, the delivery itself is like $10, and then they give you a $10 tip. It's a $142 order. How do I know that? Because it says it on your job ticket. So on a $142 delivery, they're only giving me a $10 tip. for delivered, they say they give you the whole tip. They don't take part out of it. I don't know. Like, who would actually give you less than a 10% tip on a delivery? It doesn't seem like that's right, but anyways, I'm gonna make like $20 driving all around. It's kind of, like I said, a little bit of a head scratcher, but I like it. So I pick up from La Panne, and I'm gonna go drop off downtown. My point was, I said to the guy, hey man, could I get a coffee? And he's like, oh yeah. And he charged me like $3.50. So I was like, all right, man. I mean, I paid. It's cool. Here's my coffee. Would you like to see it? Here it is. Coffee. But, bro, I mean, can I just say you're a restaurant? I'm a delivery guy. You see delivery guys, just give the guy a coffee. Really? It's a coffee. So I paid $3.50. $3.50 for a coffee. Whatever. I mean, now, like, out of my $20, I just spent $3, so now I'm down to $17. All right, all these calculations are coming into my mind. Look, if you own a restaurant and the delivery guys are coming and they're like, hey, could I just grab a coffee or whatever? Give them a coffee! I mean, seriously. And right here it says, no turn, no turn, no turn, no turn, no turn. No turn, no turn, no turn, no turn, no turn. That was pretty funny. It did say no turn, and the guy's like, I'm fucking turning anyways. That's the problem with like deliveries nowadays, is if you're on the road too much, I mean, people are crazy. They don't care about like anything nowadays. So stay safe. Don't be too much of a jackass. I was being a jackass right there. Sorry about that. But people don't care about the laws nowadays. They just drive on the side of the road. They're doing whatever they want. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? What am I doing? What's anybody doing? You know what I mean? But we're running around like squirrels for little tiny peanuts. That's what we're doing. And it sucks. But you gotta do what you gotta do.